Hey guys, have you ever wanted to use a super easy audio recording software? Well, Anchor's for you. It's free. There are unlimited creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcasts or audios for videos, so you don't have to deal with a hassle from really complicated tools. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you from like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can definitely make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast too. You can download it from your mobile phone, free. It's the Anchor app, or you can go to anchor.fm on your computer and download it from there to get started. And now let's go back to the podcast.
Hello, everybody. We're back again with.
And we are back.
Dude,
What's up?
you guys just fucking interrupted me. What the hell? Like I said,
you.
We have a dual episode, so we might as well be interrupting each other.
Oh my god, I was about to say this is gonna be a very interesting episode because we're gonna combine two things. We're gonna talk about.
Awesome.
We're gonna talk about.
What was that?
We're gonna talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then we're gonna talk about Mortal Kombat. But since some person here hasn't seen Falcon yet, we're gonna talk about Mortal Kombat first. So yeah.
Yeah, fuck you.
Nah, fuck you. I don't care if you had a musical last week.
You're the one who didn't see it, man. Like, literally, we had this thing set up. It's like, hey, watch this stuff, do your homework, and then you were like, nah, Mr. Teacher Man.
Wait. Isaac, what were you doing today?
Me?
Yeah.
I was at school. I got home from school, had a doctor's appointment, and then I was working on homework.
What'd you do on Sunday?
Sunday, I woke up early, did some gravel shoveling until like 2:00 in the afternoon, and then after that, I went over to my friend's house because, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're at Deshaun's house, and then
audience,
what happened after Deshaun's house?
The audience didn't
Went
tune in to hear about our
Freddy's,
schedule.
and then after that, I went to another friend's house.
Whatever.
Okay, so
fine.
Let's talk. So, first subject, Mortal Kombat. Am I right?
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I mean, 2021.
Do
Mortal
not
Kombat.
mention such horrid.
Mortal Kombat.
Alright, guys.
Mortal Kombat. What did we think of the movie overall?
Okay, it was amazing. Because I watched the old ones first, and then I watched this one, and holy shit, the old ones are horrible. This one was good.
Hey, hold up. The original first one is actually pretty goddamn good.
No, it's not.
Annihilation sucks.
Don't lie.
No, I'm not lying.
It's horrible.
It's true.
It's
It's good. They had Johnny Cage. They did some things in that movie better than they did in this movie. Not everything, but something.
Okay, some of the actors may have been better, but overall, this movie was 100% better.
Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna get the negatives out of the way first. My number one problem with this movie, Kano has a fucking magic eye. I don't like that shit at all. I'm sorry, I just don't.
What was it like in the games again? Because I didn't really.
He has a robot eye.
Okay.
Kano has a robot eye. Look up a picture. You will see he has a robot eye. Like, you can't miss it.
But Jaden,
That's
can we talk about spoilers or not yet?
Well,
I feel like
every time we
spoilers
talk
abound.
about this stuff, we talk about spoilers all the time.
spoilers abound. I feel like you should.
Okay.
Like, it's pretty obvious we're talking about spoilers. And
First and foremost,
oh yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was a good movie. I liked it. There's some things I would fix on it, but overall, I liked it. Second,
so, go on.
I
Yeah.
think he was.
Hold on. Let Julian speak.
I was going to talk about it.
Dumbass.
I didn't know you had multiple points.
And
Let
the
Julian
sequel.
speak.
Oh wait, actually, never mind. All right, let's go. Someone next.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so my biggest problem with this movie was I felt like the characters were rushed a little bit,
Very.
but
Especially
other
Cole,
than
bro.
that, yeah, especially Cole. I don't know. I felt like there needed to be a little bit more there for the characters, but otherwise, I thought it was an amazing movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like the CGI and the fatality scenes were so
Oh,
good.
shit. Adding on to what you said about Cole, I just feel like he's a cool character and all, but in this movie, there's already so much shit going on. It's gonna be hard for
Yeah.
us, the audience, to like care about the guy.
He should
Yeah.
have been Liu Kang. Like, I'm being serious. Liu Kang really should
Yeah.
have. And I know that kind of sucks because, like, at that point, you'd have to, like, blamify Liu Kang because then he grows up, like, in our world. Not only that, but he's at that point the descendant of Scorpion. But his personality is literally Liu Kang. Like, the chosen warrior that's, cares about his friends and he's serious and
He
stoic.
doesn't
and
fucking
honorable.
care about his
wife-
friends. What the fuck?
You get what I'm saying. It's literally just, like, he's literally Liu Kang. He is Liu Kang, and he doesn't even have a video game counterpart. Like, Cole literally has... There's no one in the games, at least not that I remember.
Yeah,
that
no.
matches Cole.
Cole is an original character. They're pulling a Resident Evil where they make an original character for the movies, like
Which is fine,
like
but
Alice.
I feel like
But,
that's
Like
fine,
in
but I feel like with
Rampage.
the personality they gave him was literally Liu Kang. If he had a different personality, that would have been fine. But no, he's just Liu Kang. If Liu Kang was the main character, I honest to God would not have noticed much of a difference. You know what I mean?
of course. But let's see. Yeah, so I didn't like him in the movie. Yeah, it should have been Liu Kang, but whatever. Cole.
Should
Yeah.
have been Liu Kang. I do agree that the character relationships were very much so like rushed in the character development. Like Cabal, for example,
Can
he
I
had like a one sentence backstory.
Yeah.
can I take back what I said before?
What?
My number one
about?
problem with the movie was how little screen time Scorpion got.
Yes, that's also
yeah,
a problem.
Scorpion got
I
robbed of
Was
on that end.
mad.
Like
I mean, it was when he showed up. It was still fucking bad.
That was
ass.
cool.
Oh, okay.
When,
Well,
like the Mortal Kombat theme
I
starts
think in the
playing, like when
context-
you see like the little kunai come in, that was badass.
I think in the context of the story,
Do you remember this face?
when
Yeah.
you know how he's barely in the movie, but in the context of the story, there's already so much. I feel like he would just be lost in there.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
the thing about this is that I feel like I can't tell if being a fan of the games makes this movie better or worse, because on one hand, guys like Shang Tsung, for example, I know who Shang Tsung is because I'm a fan of
Yeah.
the games.
Shang
But
Chun.
according to,
Okay.
but like if you're not a fan of the games, it's like, okay, who the hell?
Yeah. If you don't know the characters and like if you haven't played any of the games, you have zero context of this movie.
This movie was made for the fans, pretty much.
Exactly.
Pretty much. I mean,
Which personally I really liked because it's in this kind of franchise, like it's really smart with self-promotion, but it's also like a good movie even if like you just don't watch it. I mean, if you
yeah.
do watch it and you haven't played the
Okay,
games.
Is that fixed
Sorry.
now? Is that fixed now? Okay, my audio like died out. I think I froze on you guys.
Good.
Yeah.
But
Let's see. A little
Yeah.
nitpick
Yeah.
for me. Okay. When he says "get over here," how the fuck does he know English? I mean, he's been speaking Japanese throughout the movie, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna say get over here," and then fucking just speaks Japanese.
The Force of
Because-
Hell, he got to see a lot of it in Hell. Hell showed him a lot of
Because-
Why do
He
you speak
had-
Why do you speak English to fucking Cole? Like, does
Oh,
Cole
yeah.
does Cole understand Japanese? I don't think so.
Cough, fan service, cough.
Cough,
I
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, no, I've actually never played all the games. Like, I know the games, I played a few,
Oh,
but
really?
like I'm not like I just don't know the universe that much compared to like Jaden and Devin.
so-
but, yeah,
The biggest.
Yeah.
So I feel like this. They did good on some characters, other characters that messed up. Like they got character accuracy in terms of looks for the most part. Like they gave the
Jax
accurate
looks like
looks.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah,
Jax ultimately, but ultimately though, it's still Jax. Look at Jax's
Yeah, I
recognizable.
I
now,
would see Jax.
Oh yeah. 100%.
now, like Melina, for example, until the end of the movie, she didn't look like Melina.
oh my
I'm
god,
sorry.
she
No,
was
she
fucking
didn't.
wasted. He's like, oh, I'm gonna open my mouth. Oh wait, 2 minutes later, you get a fucking hole through your chest. Oh, oops, that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, but like, I feel they really did waste Melina's character in the grand scheme of things. Because if we're gonna get Katana and Jade eventually, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna get them,
Oh yeah.
now there goes
100%.
Melina, and Melina would have been an awesome villain for their character arc. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
of course.
I mean-
it's like, oh, they're gonna get revived. I mean, come on.
There's still so many characters that they can still introduce. I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
they're-
fine.
They're definitely gonna introduce Johnny Cage, so There's that.
Oh yeah,
They are,
that was
and I'm pretty.
referenced.
And Sub-Zero has to return because that was Bihan. So we're probably going to get Kuai Liang next, and then Bihan's going to become Noob Saibot. So that's how I'm pretty sure they're going to bring back Sub-Zero for the money and shit, you know what I mean? Because that's what happens in the games. Like, Bihan dies, he becomes Noob Saibot, and then Kuai Liang becomes the new Sub-Zero. So I'm pretty sure they're going down that route.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, is that, again, I just really feel like they wasted a lot of stuff for like the future of these characters. Like Kano, I'm not saying I'm upset that Kano died because of the fact that Kano is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters. He's so much
Me
fun to play as.
too. Yeah.
I just didn't like that. Again, I feel like they really wasted Kano in terms of what they could do with this character, which I'm hoping because they stabbed him through the eye, he's going to come back with a robotic eye. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, I think he's dead though because Sonya got his symbol thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like how
Yeah,
she
he
got
is
it, and then
dead.
like
He's
2
dead.
seconds, she has her Arcana. I'm like, what? That's not how that works. What the fuck?
Yeah, it also was an interesting thing to think about. Like, okay, so hold up, what exactly does this like tattoo thingamajiggy? Like, how is it even decided? Like, do the Elder Gods decide it? Does fate decide it? Did no one decide it? Because if the Elder Gods decided, then when the hell? Why did they choose guys like Kano, you know, who are dickheads and stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense if Elder Gods decide it. I feel like we would have
I
gotten a
gotta
bit
be
more of an
honest.
origin on this tattoo, but the fact is, it reminds me of the tattoo from Annihilation, and that really fucking sucks, to be honest.
Kano
Yeah.
annoyed me in this movie.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
like Kano a lot,
every
but I
five-
feel like his references were a bit too like much at times.
yeah,
Like his
I
his whole
kind
thing
of
was
feel like they threw.
Australian. I'm
I
a
feel
pig.
like they threw a lot of characters in that they didn't really need to.
There was a lot of characters and little time to develop them because, like, again, Cabal, for example,
Yeah.
has a cool story, and his story is
Exactly.
relegated to like one sentence of, "Oh yeah, Kano
Yeah.
and I like we used to be friends," and I'm like,
Exactly. I was like, excuse me? No.
like, how did Cabal get here? Can we see like that whole thing? You know what I mean? And then like, not only that, but again, you had Melina, which her whole story's back like glossed over, especially now that Katana's not in the movie because Katana is
Yeah.
extremely important to her character.
Mhm.
And now Katana's not here. She's dead. Again, I feel like they really wasted a potential future arc with Katana and Jade.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know why it's so difficult for a Mortal Kombat movie to kind of just follow the storyline of the games and kind of like, not necessarily copy it, but like adapt it like how we've seen lately. You know what I'm saying? Because like the tournament stuff could
Well,
be interesting to see.
if you look at any other video game movie, like they always do this kind of stuff, which is just how it is, because we already have that storyline in the games. So they're trying to make something different, but still good out of it.
They are, but like again, Mortal Kombat is one of those movies that, like one of those games that I really do feel like if you adapt the game straight from the game, add your
But-
creative differences to the movie, it's still going to be different yet also familiar enough. Like I don't want to see a Tomb Raider game get fully like brought to the big screen at that point because
That's
she's got a
defeating the
different adventure.
purpose. That's defeating the purpose of it, because why would we watch a movie when we already have the games?
That's why
Like-
you add your own like little spins.
But
on
if
it
it's
and everything.
if it's too similar, then
No, don't
there
copy
isn't.
paste. Like for example, Sub-Zero taking out like Jax's arms. That doesn't happen in the games. It's actually Ermac that does it. It's stuff like
Yeah.
that I'm okay with. Like if you change up the origins just a little bit and like you change up the storyline in general like a little bit, like that's fine. But I kind of want the concept of like the fact that there's this tournament. Shang Tsung's on the island. He's running the island, and the winner is like the champion. You know what you see what I'm saying? I feel like a tournament storyline isn't a bad
I do
idea.
see I see what you're saying, but I feel like they went about it in the correct way this time around, because I don't know. I feel like a lot of fans would have been disappointed if it was like way too similar to the games.
I get that, but I don't think fans would have been too upset had the tournament storyline at least been followed. Again, don't copy paste Mortal Kombat 9, for example, like directly to the movies. Just kind of keep the tournament there, and you can change up the characters however you will. Maybe, who knows, have Baraka win the tournament for all I care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to have Raiden defeat Shao Kahn and all this other stuff. You can just have, a tournament and then just see how it's fit. Just keep the ultimate storyline of a tournament still kind of there, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, really, it didn't. There was no tournament. They're like, oh, there's a tournament coming, and then they all fight, and then okay, now we have to find more people. It would have worked.
I was like, okay, so hold up. The tournament shit at the beginning, that's kind of useless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's probably they're banking on a sequel. I mean, in my opinion, if they wanted to make this true to the games and develop the characters, would have worked as a TV show, dude. I mean,
yeah,
definitely.
I am kind of. I've always kind of felt that Mortal Kombat works better over an extended period of time, whether it's a TV show or even an expanded cinematic universe. Which I hate that everything is becoming a cinematic universe. But I feel like Mortal Kombat.
What else are they gonna do? What else are they gonna do though?
Simple. Sub-Zero movies, Scorpion movie, Sub-Zero versus Scorpion movie. You can have a movie where they're chasing down, where like Jax and Sonya are chasing down Kano. You can have all these plots going on, and then the Avengers movie is the Mortal Kombat movie, where all like these, the plots, these story arcs are all coming together, and they're gonna all meet at Mortal Kombat. This epic Mortal Kombat movie happens.
That's not what I meant. You said that you hate how all of these franchises are becoming cinematic universes.
Well, I don't like the fact that like everything's becoming. Some of them are justified. Like DC, for example, is justified. I mean, if Marvel's gonna do it, it makes
well,
sense.
yeah, like comic books and stuff. But like with video games, like I feel it's fine. Like
yeah, it's fine for video games to be okay, except for that COD universe. I keep hearing that there's apparently a COD like movie universe coming, which I feel is kind of weird.
But that sounds really fucking stupid.
It does. It sounds like Fast and Furious type shit.
Yeah.
But the point is that like. I feel like when it comes down to it, Mortal Kombat definitely, I feel, lends itself to a video game, like, movie universe. Like, at least in terms of its own little world, you know what I'm saying? Like, have Mortal Kombat have a cinematic universe. I feel like that would work. And especially if you can get, like, some really big name actors for it, too. I'm kind of hoping they get a big name for Johnny Cage, to be honest. Because I feel... to be honest, I would really like it if Chris Evans was casted as Johnny Cage.
Chris Evans!
No!
You stupid bitch.
He kind of looks like him, and not only that, but like you saw in Knives Out, he plays a douchebag pretty well. He can play that douchebag as Johnny Cage.
I still don't care. I
can't see him. Like, wait, so like him and... Basically him and Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim, he played a douche as well. That one day.
Yeah. A movie star douche too.
He's trying to. We need to branch him away from Captain America because he's been Captain America for so long. He needs to play douchebags.
He's been other things. Like what was that one movie with him in it?
Knives Out.
See, there you go. What was that one movie with him in it?
I literally said Knives Out. So shut up. He was also in that TV show as well.
It's an old one. It's like
show.
It's that movie where like that one chick and him like have feelings for each other and then they don't, and then like at the end she's going off to college and then he goes after her and then like they make up in the airport once she's about to leave and then happily ever after.
Sounds like the most generic early 2000s romance movie I've ever seen in my life.
Probably is.
I know it was. Chris Evans was a teenager and he was almost completely naked in it. That's all I remember.
That's still... Isaac, this sounds like every early 2000s romance movie I've ever heard. Like, this almost sounds like a parody,
Chris Evans is in every fucking early 2000s romance movie.
He was in a fucking parody of She's All That. It was kind of weird.
That's true. Okay, well then who would you cast as Johnny Cage, huh?
I don't fucking know. Like, I gotta know who Johnny Cage is, dude. I fucking don't play the games.
He's a celebrity douchebag. Makes all the funny like wisecracks and stuff like.
I don't fucking know.
Who's the guy that can make wisecracks? Is muscular, blonde. Oh wait, it's Chris Evans. Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth. Chris Pine.
No, he can't be Australian. He's supposed to be American douchebag, not like douchebag from other. He's kind of a parody of American assholes.
Okay, but if a British person can play an American hero, so can an Australian.
I just feel like Chris Evans wouldn't be able to do an American accent well because when he tried doing an American
accent,
Evans, Chris Hemsworth, sorry.
He played Captain America, bro.
Chris Hemsworth can't do a good American accent, at least from what I saw in Cabin in the Woods. It was kind of a weird voice he did because it was phasing in and out. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
When he tries to do an American accent, it really phases in and out. You can't tell if he's supposed to be American or if he's supposed to be Aussie. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know.
Hell, get Keanu Reeves for fucking Johnny Cage.
I'd be okay with that.
Keanu-
I'd be okay with that. Just
Keanu
on the sole
Reeves.
effects alone.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest, Keanu Reeves probably could be in a Mortal Kombat movie. You just
He
need
What?
could.
I
But
think
no,
he
no,
could,
no.
He could be Smoke.
Yeah,
could be
he
Smoke.
could be. He could be.
I think he'd be really good at Smoke.
Wait, Smoke or Snake? Oh wait, no.
Smoke.
Smoke. Yeah,
Smoke. Because Smoke is he's Bray Sub-Zero. He disappears into like whips of smoke and like throws smoke at people. Like I think he'd actually be pretty good at Smoke.
Hell,
Or Kenshi. He'd be really badass as Kenshi.
Yeah, yeah, he could probably be Kenshi.
Blind
I'd
dude
want
with
to
a
see
sword.
Aaron Black.
Who?
It would be.
I would like
it
to
could be
see
good
Aaron
as
Black.
Oh,
The
okay.
problem is, okay, I feel like we should do a fan cast episode like
Yeah.
another time. That's a topic we could do. To be honest, there's another idea for a podcast. But yeah, so overall, I felt the Mortal Kombat movie it wasn't bad, but I was a bit disappointed with. I was disappointed with the character design for Reptile. By the way, he looked like a freaking blob.
Dude, Reptile looked like a fucking rat with like whiskers all over his fucking body.
Yeah,
like,
he looked
what the
weird,
fuck?
man. But I did find the fatality on him to be pretty cool. Like Kano doing it straight from the game.
Mhm.
Pull
Ah,
the
yeah,
heart out and
fucking
everything.
beauty. Oh yeah, but what was your favorite fatalities?
I think my favorite fatality. Okay, it's one of two. One of them is only for the fact that they referenced the old movie. The other one is just because I thought it was awesome. I actually really did like Kano's fatality. Maybe it's because Kano is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters. So when I got to see him do the first fatality, like straight out the heart, that was cool to me. I like that. But then comes the fact that I also like Shang Tsung's fatality because he did the "Your soul is mine" and they straight up reference to the original movie.
Your
that
soul.
was actually
Yeah.
"Your soul is mine."
Dude, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I just hate how they just stood there like, oh yeah, we're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna look and scream and
Yeah.
like, the fuck, get out of here. But oh yeah, speaking of the guy, let's see. Kung Lao's fatality was actually pretty fucking hilarious. I was laughing my ass off.
I think that was my favorite
badass.
Yeah, dude, like him just like, yeah, I'm just gonna meditate and his bitch with wings and show up. Oh, nope, I'm gonna ride her and then have my hat fucking
Killed the
slice her in
sexy
half.
wing lady.
And I'm just like,
That was
Jesus.
good.
And he's like, flawless victory. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably a fucking reference to the goddamn game. Oh well. But
Yeah,
that was
'cause
hilarious.
If you defeat the enemy in a round without taking a hit of damage, the guy goes flawless victory.
I mean, he didn't take a hit of damage. He fucking killed her. And like a few scenes earlier, the Shang guy was like, "Yeah, I'm clapping her cheeks, bro. Ha ha ha." And no, bro, not anymore.
That was okay. Hold up. That was another thing. I
That's probably why
liked
he
the fact.
killed him.
Wait, what?
I liked the. Go on.
Probably why he killed Kung Lao. 'Cause he killed his girl.
Yeah, he killed
Yeah.
him shortly after.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
will say this.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, that was my booty call.
I'll say this. I did like the fact that of course, Kano said like the fatality line after that. But I feel like after a bit, it started to get a little too much when they were just like, yeah, fatality, fatality, fatality. I'm like, okay, I get it. That's a fatality. I get it.
They didn't even say it though. They said it probably
Yeah, I
twice
said
in
it
the
once.
entire movie.
Really?
Twice,
That's what I
yeah.
said a few
Yeah.
more times.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did
No.
they say it in the movie? I wasn't paying attention.
Kano
said it?
said fatality. Kano said
And Liu
fatality.
Kang said it.
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
Liu Kang
once
said
is
it.
enough.
Yeah, yeah, Liu Kang said it. Yeah.
I feel like
So
once
they
is
said
enough,
it.
to be
They
honest.
said it twice.
Technically,
not that
3 times
much.
with a flawless victory. It's not fatality, but it's pretty damn close. I'll let that one slide, though. I feel like once is enough, though. I feel like one fatality. I feel like that's enough. You know what I'm saying?
You know what they should. You know they should have given us a little. Like Mortal Kombat, where like you like hit them really hard and it zooms into their like skeleton. And you see it break.
Yeah.
They should have
Oh
done
yeah, the
something like.
X-rays.
Yeah, they should have done something with that at least, because
That would have been cool, but I
Mhm.
also feel like that would have deteriorated from like the. This sounds weird, but it might have deteriorated from like the violence factor, because like at that point you're kind of just like, for example, if Kano was to do his fatality, it'd be pretty like not his fatality, his X-ray. That'd be pretty brutal to watch even without the X-ray. But if you switch to the X-ray, you're just watching bones break, which is brutal. But people kind of want to see the blood. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to
Yeah.
see like all the stuff fly out of their body. So at that point, it's a double-edged sword. I can understand why they didn't do X-rays, especially now that X-rays. I don't want to say they're kind of gone in Mortal Kombat, but they don't really show the X-ray that much anymore in Mortal Kombat. Like, you know what I'm
In-
saying? Like,
In 11, they show him, but like
it's like with
it's-
certain
it's like-
items.
it's by chance too.
Yeah, you have to kind of like, you have to do it like a certain move at a certain time for it to like do an X-ray. Now you don't like press a button and your character does an awesome X-ray. Like they do an awesome move, but they don't do an X-ray. Okay, so I say, should we do our final thoughts on this one before we move on to Winter Soldier?
Falcon, first of all, and secondly, sure. I mean, like, I got nothing else to say. I walked into this movie with I just wanted to see some fatalities and some good fight scenes, and I got that. I wasn't expecting fucking character development or like, oh, I was just expecting
Overall movie score?
Like I said, I'm just gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I got what I wanted, and
Okay.
I was kind of annoyed with some parts, but whatever. I wanted to see blood, and I did. So, haha.
I give it a 8.5 out of 10.
An
A
8.5?
point. Oh, I thought you
0.5.
said a 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
I heard
like,
that too.
0.5
What?
fatality.
Okay.
Pretty good movie. Some of the characters could have been written a little bit better.
Mhm.
I think Cole is a cool character, but they kind of wrote him pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's literally just shoved in here, and it's hard for the audience to give a crap when there's like a bunch of other characters.
Especially like gaming
But-
audiences too.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
Gaming audiences
pretty
don't
much.
know who Cole
I
is.
didn't even know that his daughter was his daughter. I thought they were like siblings, but like
I did
thought
too,
they
yeah.
were. Even in the trailer, I'm like, oh, they're siblings, and like, oh no, he has a wife and child. I'm like, wait, what? What? Wait, I thought it was a sister. What the fuck's going on? And
Yeah, he looks like an older brother. He does not look like a father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. You know what? 7 out of 10. Because now I'm thinking about that. Fuck that. It's 7 out of 10 now. Sorry.
Fuck you.
Mine's an 8.
Alright, Isaac, what do you got?
Why don't you go?
Jesus.
Okay, I'm gonna give a controversial rating of this one, but it is not in any way, shape, or form. I hate it. I'm just giving it some tough love. Okay, I'm gonna give this movie a 6 out of 10.
Oh.
It's
What?
overall not a bad movie. The good parts are the action, the violence, and the fact that it made a reference to the movie. That was badass. But I feel like the acting was kind of choppy, which is like, it's fine. I was kind of expecting that in a Mortal Kombat movie. I wasn't expecting fine art acting. Acting was a bit choppy. I didn't like necessarily what they did with a lot of these characters. The laser eye, I don't like that at all. Character backgrounds. Again, I understand it's Mortal Kombat. We're not here to get the deepest of all storylines. But I really do feel like they could have gone into depth with a little bit more of these characters. And while the deaths were cool, I do kind of feel like they've missed a lot of opportunities with the dead characters, not only for this movie, but for... So, good movie. Could have been better in some parts. I'd watch it again, but I'm hoping that we can keep moving. I'm hoping if the next one happens, it's gonna be even better. You know what I'm saying? I have confidence they can still make this really good. I kind of prefer the original just a little. Alrighty.
Alright.
That's my
So-
sense. What do you got?
You guys know me. I'm very critical of movies and stuff.
In a dumb bitch, yeah.
I've never given a movie on here above an 8, I think. So this one, again, I absolutely love this movie. I think I'm going to give it an 8.5 as well.
Mhm.
It was exactly what I wanted and exceeded my expectations even a little bit. My only issues were the character development. Everything else was awesome. So, yeah,
Alrighty.
Hogger?
8.5.
All right.
Alrighty.
Anything else before we get to our sponsor for today?
Don't think so. I'll see you guys in our next one.
Yeah, next
So,
episode you see Isaac. So, haha. Go see
Yeah.
Falcon, bitch.
I will.
Oh my
Shut
God.
the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Leave now and go see the goddamn show. Anyways, all right, guys.
Alright.
To
Bye,
our
guys.
sponsor for today.
Bye.
Hey guys, have you ever wanted to use a super easy audio recording software? Well, Anchor's for you. It's free. There are unlimited creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcasts or audios for videos, so you don't have to deal with a hassle from really complicated tools. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you from Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can definitely make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast too. You can download it from your mobile phone, free. It's the Anchor app, or you can go to anchor.fm on your computer and download it from there to get started. And now let's go back to the podcast.
All right, yeah, we're back. What the fuck?
I know you love that
What-
sponsorship. You
Oh.
love that sponsorship, didn't you?
Why do you guys keep fucking interrupting me? Anyway, so Isaac's gone now, and we're with fuck. I keep stuttering today. We're with Thomas since he's seen Falcon.
Tom Watts.
I thought you were gonna say fuck ass. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, what? Get out of here! No, yeah, you
We're
can
with-
cuss.
we're
It's
with-
fine. It's fine.
We're here
Oh,
with
Hello,
you.
Tom Watts.
Hello.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Good show, 6 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start this off by saying, because we're all about the hot takes here.
Hang on,
I
hang on.
feel-
Spoilers. First of all, if you guys are kind of stupid and don't know, I'm just kidding. You guys aren't stupid, but
There's always-
spoilers.
Okay. So,
well,
anyways, I feel, at least to me, I feel this show was a lot better than WandaVision, in my opinion.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
And that comes down to the fact that I feel like this show wasn't as gimmicky, if that makes sense. Like, WandaVision felt a little gimmicky, like it was kind of banking on the fact that it's got like a sitcom feel, and that it's got like, the star couple. It's got Jimmy Woo. This one felt like it didn't care that it didn't care to have all that. It didn't care to have all the flashy, the big time cast. It didn't care to have like all of the gimmicks. This one felt like it was like, no, this is the story of post Captain America. This is the story of how that shield needs to be treated properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually liked that. I felt like this story was a lot more, not necessarily realistic, but a lot more deeper. It was a lot deeper than I felt WandaVision was.
deeper.
I'm
Yeah,
crazy, but that's just how I
yeah. No, I agree because WandaVision was also banking on. It kind of was, but for fan theories, because it was like,
yeah, there was a
we
lot
had
of banking.
so many fucking questions, so it kept people on edge and like thinking about Mephisto and Doctor Strange and all that. And then by the time we get to the finale, everyone just kind of stopped talking about it. Like I mean, they appreciate, oh yeah, Wanda has a new suit and Vision's alive, but it's like, okay, so
And then this one felt like it wasn't banking on fan theories. It was kind of like, I guess it felt better because like you finished an episode, I was like, all right, I'll see what happens next week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't
exactly.
Like,
like I was not. I'm like, okay, now this is gonna happen. Blah blah blah. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll wait until next week. I'm looking forward to it. So
yeah,
I mean,
like,
there was
I
a
felt like
few things like for fan theories, but it was kind of a simple story. Really good. I think character arc wise, I think it was a tad better than WandaVision.
I feel like it was a lot better than WandaVision because I felt like the only person going through a character arc in WandaVision was Wanda, which I mean makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
But nobody else was really going through a character. Like Monica kind of had a bit of a character arc going on, but beyond that, it was kind of just Wanda having a character arc. So it kind of, I get Wanda's the main character and everything, but this one it felt like the universe was growing with the show. Like, we got to see more of the world. We got to see like the Flag Smashers. Granted, I didn't like the Flag Smashers,
Oh,
but there is no doubt that
I definitely.
they add depth to the universe. They add more
They were annoying
to
as
the
fuck.
story of the MCU. Like, I don't like them, but their presence at least adds depth to the MCU because it makes sense. There would be a terrorist or like an extremist group like this
Of course.
that
like,
would like spawn out of an event like this. It's just kind of what would happen. You know what I mean? So
I really thought they
Go on.
kind of marketed it where like Zemo was probably going to be the main antagonist, but he really wasn't
Yeah.
a villain. Like he was kind of, in my book, he was kind of one of the heroes in this. I'm not gonna lie.
and that's
He didn't
why I
feel
like
a villain.
that too. Yeah, like that's the other thing I like too. Like WandaVision, I feel like was on the cusp of having interesting, I guess you could say, like dynamics of its heroes and villains. Because at that point, you could argue like, was Wanda the villain after all she had done? But then they have Colonel Dickhead as like the main villain, so that way you can just have your clear black and white bad guys and everything.
Of course,
This one,
yeah.
this show has a black and white when it comes down to its villains. Like it doesn't have that. It's more like it's gray. Because on one hand, Walker, he's not a bad guy. He just doesn't understand what it takes to be Captain America. The
Yeah.
Flag Smashers, they're not bad people. They're just they just don't necessarily know how to go about like adjusting to the world.
Yeah,
Zemo is not necessarily a good person, but he is very much so needed, and he is helping.
yeah, he's not like out there killing innocents. Like he's just like, yeah, I just want to kill the people who have powers. That's it. He doesn't want to fucking like destroy the world or anything. But and you got the Flag Smashers like, you know what? We're gonna blow up this building with innocents. Yeah, I don't care because violence is the only thing they respond to. And I'm like, are you stupid? I mean, yeah, you're a teenage girl, so oh well.
Yeah, I felt it was kind of odd to have a teenage girl lead that faction too. Like, I felt that was really weird. Like, I know I just got done saying that saying the Flag Smashers were good, but I am annoyed by the fact that they were just led by this teenage girl. It just, I don't know, it just feels a bit weird that would happen.
Yeah,
you know
there's a part where me and Thomas were kind of laughing. I think we were at the Sean's party where the guy who gets killed by Walker, he said, I didn't know there would be another Captain America until I met you. And then me and Thomas was just like, ew, what the hell? Like, she's clearly not Captain America. She just fucking bombed a building, dude. Like, at last episode.
That dude just wanted to smash her.
Yo, he just wanted to
He was thirsty. He was thirsty.
Yeah, dude, he just wanted to flag smash her.
Yeah, he was Captain Thirsty. He was Captain Thirsty.
Captain Thirsty, and then, yeah, was she? She was a teenager, right? Yeah, she was a fucking teenager, so... pedophile, and no wonder why he got fucking killed.
When they say teenager, she's probably like 18.
Here, let me look up her age real quick.
Like, I'm being serious. Like, when it comes down to it, she doesn't even look like she's 20. She honestly looks like she just turned 18. She kind of looks like she's even younger, to be honest. Like, she kind of like reminds me of those people that like those girls online that constantly like, try to talk about social justice, but they just don't know what they're talking about.
Her character was probably the dumbest character in that whole series. Though.
It was dumb, but the sad thing is that it's important.
Oh, she's 19 years old, so she's okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'm older than her.
I'm older than her. Fuck yeah. So she's technically the youngest fucking MCU villain. I'm like, oh my.
Yeah, you could argue that, yeah.
And the youngest character to fucking die. So yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I felt like her character just wasn't that good. But, like, again, though, the whole movement, it had a purpose. I felt like everything that happened in this show had a purpose. Whereas, again, WandaVision, I'm looking at you, Evan Peters, as much as I love you, not everything had a purpose. You know what I mean?
Boner.
So it just felt like everything in, like, Falcon and Winter Soldier was so much more connected. Like, it also brought in realistic stuff, like, for example, the Dora Milaje, I think that's what the name is.
Dora Milaje?
Yeah, the Dora Milaje.
Even them showing
wanting
up. Yeah.
That makes sense. It's like they would definitely show up if they heard that freaking Baron Zemo just got out. It's like, this guy killed our leader, so you bet your ass we're gonna try to kill him if he's out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, or we're gonna bring him in at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would definitely want to do stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like they really did a good job at like bringing in a lot of like different aspects of the universe in a good way.
You know what's something that I didn't realize that they didn't need to. Now that you're looking back on it, you really kind of just don't notice and you don't really think about or don't put much thought into.
What?
Is the fact that Zemo just kind of like escaped for free.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He kind of just did. Well, granted, he's in Wakanda now, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get out.
No, he's at the raft.
He's at the raft. Oh yeah, I forgot.
But yeah, like if you think about it, they just kind of like brought up that he's like, oh yeah, he did it himself, and that's it. There was like an episode dedicated to it, and then that's it.
Yep.
I will say this. I am a bit disappointed that he didn't wear the purple mask longer. Like, I just felt like that was kind of just wasted fan service at that point.
He just wore it like once, and then he took it off.
I'm pretty sure that was intentional.
Yeah, remember the theories we had, like, oh, he's gonna be main villain, and he was inspired by Thanos' actions, so that's why his mask looks like Thanos. And then it's just a mask in the fucking car. I'm like, oh.
Okay, that was.
Which I feel like that kind of would have been badass. I'm not like gonna go off and like complain, like, my fan theory didn't come true, but I feel like maybe in the future they could bring that in. I'm just saying, he seems like the kind of motherfucker that would do that.
I'd rather him be an anti-hero than a.
Yeah.
He's definitely an anti-hero / villain. You know what I mean? Like, because he was a necessary evil.
Yeah, the one thing that made him anti-hero was the whole super serum thing. Like,
yeah,
the whole smashing of super serum. Like, he's a hero for smashing all of them, but he's not because he shouldn't have gone on his own and did it himself.
he's not doing it for like the greater good of humanity. He's doing it because of his own personal grudges against them.
Yeah, he's doing it for personal gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though, like, like a few seconds later, he gets the shield in his face, that leaves no bruising whatsoever. So that's kind of weird.
I know that shield is so interesting in how much it affects people. Because on one hand, like a couple like smacks to the face, like to the chest with it, straight up kills a man. But on the other hand, like that shit, like getting bonked across your face, like no bruises, no concussions, nothing.
Nope.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
just have an ice pack on my face. Yeah, me and Julian were talking about that. Like, how the fuck? No bruising. What the hell?
Yeah.
But I think I really like how they finally dive into Bucky's fucking character, dude. Like the past couple of movies,
they really got into that.
like he just felt like like just a sidekick. But now, like, yeah, he's going to fucking therapy, even though Wanda definitely did it. But okay, whatever. He had like the amends and all that. I liked it. I just don't like the fact that they're still kind of calling him the Winter Soldier. He's not like that anymore. So
Yeah, he's not. I feel like they're gonna start to get away from that.
What would you rather call him?
White Wolf.
White Wolf.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I don't know. That doesn't really.
Or just call him James.
Yeah, or Sergeant
That's who he
Barnes.
is now.
Yeah, everyone in the show's like Sergeant Barnes. I'm not saying White Wolf or Black Falcon.
The thing about him, no, White Panther. Because that's what he called him. Remember?
Yeah,
that's what
White
Falcon called
Panther.
him.
White Panther.
There it is.
But like the thing is though, is that I feel like that is very much so true. Because like I feel after Captain America: The Winter Soldier, we didn't really get that much information on Bucky as a person. Like Civil War, we got more, but we never got, I guess,
Him
who
feeling
he
bad.
truly is.
Yeah.
We never got to see what is he truly like now that everything's all done. And now in this show, we got to see it. We got to see like what is he struggling with on the inside. Because like Civil War was like, yeah, I struggle with it. Okay, that's cool. That sucks. But then like in Falcon Winter Soldier, you really feel like he's struggling. You see it on him. You see the inner struggle he's dealing with. Like and you see like how he interacts with like those characters, the people he affected and everything. You can see like that stuff is still weighing on him. But like I guess like my biggest problem with his arc was at the very end. I can't remember the Asian dude's name, but when he went to go talk to the Asian dude, it kind of just glossed over that entire conversation.
I kind of didn't like that.
I felt like that conversation could have gotten a lot more time dedicated to it because I feel like that's a very important moment I feel in his story arc. Which, granted, I feel like the entire thing, the last episode is not bad. But it kind of did gloss over a lot of things I was kind of hoping it wouldn't gloss over. I don't know why they don't want to give us just a full hour of television. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
the last
like
episode.
10 minutes, they could have done it.
Yeah, the last episode was an hour long, so I don't know why they couldn't make this one. The same. Like I get the fifth episode was like okay, it was more of a character building thing and all that, but otherwise
it kind of fell into the same trap that WandaVision fell into, which was the finale was kind of bogged down by action. But I felt like in this show kind of earned its action, if that makes sense. Because I feel like WandaVision, I didn't really like the fact that they had like an epic CGI throwdown at the end. I kind of felt like the show would have been a bit better had Wanda just kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bit weird that we had a show about Wanda's grief ending in an epic throwdown.
Yeah,
I feel like the new Captain America, because I'm gonna call it Captain America and Soldier now.
It's gonna be weird to call him Captain America.
I'm already used to it, so Pugger.
It's gonna take a couple. I feel like it's gonna take at least a movie for people to fully like.
Yeah. I feel like this show though, like it definitely earned a throwdown at the end because you had Walker, you had the Flag Smashers, you had like all this crazy stuff coming to a head. Like you know what I mean? Like it had all that stuff happening. So I feel like that
I'm glad that they showed off the fact that that Sam had to, how hard he had to train to actually understand how the shield works.
Yeah, he also uses like his thruster and his whole body to throw the shield.
Bro,
like,
he used his wings to fucking hold himself down.
Dude, that was
crazy.
Like I think that I'm assuming that suit's gonna be made of vibranium. I'm hoping, probably not. Maybe just the wings. Too. Maybe just the wings are at least. But
I like the classic aspect to it though.
Yeah, I definitely love that suit. That suit is pretty good. A lot of people have a problem with the mask, and I'm like, well, guys, it's kind of
the mask is a bit weird. The mask is a bit weird, but I think they can fix it.
They could probably fix it, but it looks fine.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, have you seen Falcon before?
I mean, yeah.
Hold on. Falcon in the animated series, dude.
Oh yeah. Wait, which
I
one?
think the main issue was the ears.
Yeah, if you didn't have the ears like sticking out, it
It
probably
would
would
look
look
fine.
better. But
It just looks interesting. It looks
It can
strange.
get worse. It can get better. If Captain America himself can survive his Avengers outfit, which I'm guilty of liking, I'm pretty sure he can survive this
I
outfit.
fucking
Yeah.
hate that suit. My
From the
favorite
first Avengers.
Yeah, I hate that suit.
Yeah,
The
from the very
second
first
Age of
Avengers.
Ultron, in my opinion, if you added the scales to his Age of Ultron suit, it would be the best suit, in my opinion.
My favorite is Winter Soldier's stealth suit.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah,
that shit
the Winter
is
Soldier
fucking
outfit's
awesome.
badass.
The Falcon.
I
look,
also
this-
like
if
the
you
Civil
go to
War
convo
outfit.
topics, that's Falcon in the animated series.
Let's see. Yeah.
Like, he
I've
has-
I've
He
seen
has
this. Yeah.
he has the
Oh,
original face.
But at the end of the first season, they changed his suit, so he doesn't look like that anymore.
So the other thing I
yeah.
will say that I also thought was okay, I'm kind of more so just waiting for this to take an effect in the MCU because it right now it just seems a bit weird. Sharon Carter's storyline is a bit weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Because I kind of feel like we missed a lot of shit that happened between Civil War and now. Because in Civil War, she's like, I'm one of the good guys. This one, I get that they explained, like, oh, I didn't have anyone to fall back on. I get that, but I feel like we should have seen a little bit more of that. Like, maybe, and I understand you can't do that in the show, but maybe, like, in the future, could we maybe get a show about, like, what she was up to in that time? Because right now, it's going from good character that was with Steve to I'm literally now going to be stealing government shit. Like, that's the shit she's doing now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's probably
They have
Captain
so
America
much stuff.
4.
Yeah. They have so much shit
Yeah.
in line. They're not gonna do that. They
Yeah,
might
yeah,
expand
I
on the
know,
topic,
but
they're
it
not
just
gonna make
seems-
their own series.
It just seems like we missed a bunch of shit. Her personality has drastically changed, and I feel like that's probably for the better because beforehand she was kind of just a random person in the MCU. Now she's kind of got more of a presence. But there is no denying I kind of would have wanted to see how did she get to this point instead of just being like, okay, yeah, she's here now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird. Like, oh, she's not the power broker because I'm like, oh, Zemo met the power broker, but like, oh yeah, I'm the power broker. I'm like, what? So I didn't
We
really
all
see
kind of
that
scoped it out, to be honest.
at the first episode. Yeah, but then when I rewatched, I'm like, wait, oh, Zemo said he met the fucking power broker, so it's probably not Sharon. So unless she killed the fucking power broker, then okay, yeah, sure.
And you got debated.
She either killed the power broker, or he,
But, like,
or he was
why-
lying, or he met a fake.
Yeah, but then she let like Zemo kill the guy who made the serum and all that. Like she led them to the fucking guy. So like, why the fuck would she do that? Like
I got no idea.
that doesn't make no fucking sense. So I like, okay, well, why the fuck would the power broker like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking let Zemo and the Winter Soldier guy.
I feel like the power
Zemo.
broker storyline is going to become more relevant as time goes on. Like maybe by the time the second season of the show comes, because they said they want to do a second season.
Yeah, but then you got
So I
Captain
feel like-
America. You got Captain America 4 now coming out. with-
Yeah,
with
so I feel like
Sam.
Captain America 4, and like more movies or shows. I feel like that storyline's gonna like sort of, it's going to justify it. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean,
so
we're already getting another Falcon, like the Torres guy. Like, yeah, you can have the wings, thanks. And I'm like, well, you fucking fix it for him first. I mean, dude, come on.
Are we getting?
I feel like another.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we
Duh.
are.
It's
Oh,
just
duh.
The Avengers of the Earth's
I'm
Mightiest
trying to-
Heroes, my man.
I'm trying to imagine how they're gonna make a movie without any of like
well,
Iron Man and all them.
well, you still got
Well-
Falcon. Well, now he's
Well-
Captain America. Sorry. I mean,
You have Captain America with Falcon. You
Spider-Man, Ant-Man.
have Spider-Man, Ant-Man. Hell yeah! You supposedly have Jane Foster Thor coming, and I hope this doesn't mean we like Thor. I really hope we don't lose him. You know what I mean? I want him to still be part of the main Avengers like lineup.
Has Chris Hemsworth said that he's not gonna be a?
No,
Thor.
he wants to continue to be Thor. So that's the thing.
Then yeah, he's gonna stay as Thor. The only reason that we don't have like Chris Evans Captain America and Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man is because they both said that they don't want to play the character anymore.
Yeah, so. And really, their arcs, there's really nowhere to go. I mean, it sucks that Iron Man won't interact with Reed Richards.
The X-Men. when we
Or
get
the
that
X-Men, or even fight the real Mandarin. So, yeah, whatever. What else did I like? Okay, let's talk about what's his name? Jonathan Falker. Yeah, the new Captain America. That douchebag.
Oh, you mean you mean the old man from Up?
Yeah, the old man from Up. Oh my god. You know what? I like this character. I think he was also one of the best parts of the
I
show.
feel like he's a good actor.
Definitely
He's a great actor. He worked in the show for me.
Yeah, he definitely worked.
Um,
I was just
yeah.
like
Coming from somebody who hasn't read the comics, I didn't fully understand who U.S. Agent was. I'm like, did they really just call him U.S. Agent? Like, the fuck does that mean?
yeah, we need a U.S. agent. I'm like, but why? Like, yeah, that was kind of on the nose, but it was whatever.
What is U.S. I still don't even fully understand what U.S. Agent is.
He's basically just an anti-hero. Like,
Yeah, because back then he
Oh my
was kind
God.
of like made. He was kind of made back in the day to like sort of be this anti Captain America. Not
Jesus
necessarily an anti
Christ.
Captain America, but a bit more of like a deeper look into what Captain America would be if he was more of a flawed human being.
And was actually more of a like a perfect soldier. Because Steve was a good man, and people are saying Walker is a perfect soldier. I'm like, not really.
He's a good soldier, but it's like It's like Abraham said in the first Captain America. They didn't want a good soldier; they wanted a good man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and a man who values weakness, who's known weakness and compassion, blah blah blah, blah whatever.
It's actually interesting because if you look back at like that movie, the first Avenger, I feel like John Walker is what like Tommy Lee Jones's character would have wanted to get the serum. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was the kind of guy that Tommy Lee Jones's general was like. Because remember, Tommy Lee Jones the entire time was like, "Hey, you're giving it to him? What the hell's your problem?" Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like John Walker is what the result would have been had he had someone like him would have gotten his way and everything.
Probably.
Which, by the way, let's just give real quick props to Wyatt Russell for such an awesome performance.
I literally don't understand why the fuck people keep what's it called, bullying the actors for playing a character. Like, come on, you guys are they're so stupid. Like, I don't understand
because they don't live up to their little baby imaginations of how the character is supposed to be.
Like, yeah, like for example,
people weren't understanding his point was to not be Captain America.
Yeah.
His point was to be an example of how he goes wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he clearly
he does play the anti-hero, the anti-Captain America, Captain America.
Now everyone kind of likes him now because of what he did in the last episode, which was kind of, I don't know, kind of rushed to me. I don't know, because like he shows up like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch, and then he has the shield that doesn't bounce, haha. And
yeah, it's that. I think that was the best part about that is you see him. You're right.
You can see him. He was visibly triggered too. He's like, what the fuck? And then like
he spent all that time making a shield that's just shit.
Yeah, it's just fucked. It got fucked in the end.
It's just dumb. It's just bad.
Yeah. It was hilarious, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's him. It's him being like, "Hey, yo, I'm still Captain America," and be like, "Look at my shield," and he's like, "I made it myself," and then it's shit.
Yeah, he yeets it, she kicks it, and it bounces, but it just goes straight to the floor, not to him. And he's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it was like, it's almost like the shield is specifically made.
So yeah, I feel like Wyatt Russell, man, dude did great. I really liked his performance. I feel like it was really nuanced. It had a lot more depth to it than most people gave it credit for. Because his character is good, but he's bad. But he's good, but he's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a horrible, cartoony, evil person, but he's kind of more so like a tragic hero, in my opinion. Because you see at the end, he has the opportunity to either try and save the people, or to try and take down the enemy, and he chooses to save the people, which I feel like that's a character leap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of expecting him to go after the bad guys because that seems a bit more in line with the character, but I kind of like that he, at the end was like, "No, I'm gonna try to pull this damn truck. I'm gonna fail at it, but I'm gonna at least damn try." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And so you can tell he still wants to help people, but now it's.
Can we go to the topic of who the hell was that guy in the car that watched the van blow up?
Oh, that was Zemo's butler.
That was Zemo's butler?
Yeah. at the beginning where he's like, "Yeah, here," and then he just blows them all up and just dips, and Zemo's like, "Pogger," and then he just goes back to reading his book. So yeah.
No, yeah. Oh, he heard that it would. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. Because I don't know how, but it's like, oh, look, it's Zemo's butler. I just remembered it. quite nicely. But yeah, and then this show also kind of proved that, like, you know what, Stevie did do the right choice and picked Sam. But everyone's complaining, well, why is Bucky? Why did he give him the shield? And I'm like, well, you gotta understand that Bucky's still kind of tormented and doesn't really have a good public image. And Bucky also doesn't feel like he deserves a shield. I mean, Sam doesn't either.
Bucky personally said himself, "I don't need to be Captain America."
Yeah,
which I feel like it makes sense. Like, you don't want to. People, I remember back when Endgame came out, everyone was like, "How come Bucky doesn't have the thing?" And I'm like, Bucky's got major issues, dude. Do you really want a guy that has that many goddamn issues holding the shield? Like, shit's gonna go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, Sam does prove to be Captain America, and then something else happened in the show. Let's get into the topic of Isaiah Bradley. Someone that just kind of came out of nowhere. And yeah, so we had a black super soldier who kind of just got cucked, which is kind of weird. I was like, well, what? It's kind of like weird because, like, you know what, all the stuff that happened last year, I thought, oh, they probably just kind of forced it in there, but they didn't really do it because I realized, you know what, they kind of filmed all this stuff before all those things happened last May, if you know what I'm talking about. But
yeah.
But I definitely liked Isaiah Bradley being in this. I think he kind of somewhat worked, and he was like the embodiment of Sam's doubts on him taking up the mantle.
Yeah,
and once he goes to talk to him, then he just realizes, well, like, I'm not him, so like I'm still just gonna do it anyways because the world's changed.
It's like you knew Sam was gonna take up the mantle, but it's the process of how he was gonna take up the mantle and who's against him taking up said mantle and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So, and then of course that heartwarming thing that Sam did for him at the end, I also kind of enjoyed that. Isaiah kind
that
of
was really good. Oh yeah.
So, and apparently his like grandson or son right there is like Patriot in the comics. So
yeah, Patriot. Yeah, Patriot.
Yeah, Young Avengers. Yeah, and it was funny. I saw this this tweet on Twitter saying, "Oh, first Black Captain America," and then it shows Iron Patriot. I'm like, that's not Captain America. That's Iron Patriot. That's Rhodey. Are you stupid? Like, that's no. Iron Patriot was clearly for propaganda after Avengers because of the aliens. So America needed a symbol, which is Iron Patriot. It was just funny to see that tweet, and I'm like, you guys are so dumb. People are dumb, man. Oh my god. But
So yeah, overall, damn good series. I don't know if it's the best Disney Plus series, because I think that still goes to The Mandalorian. But
yeah, you know what, Mandalorian, definitely good show. Falcon Winter Soldier.
Disney Plus as a whole, yeah, Mandalorian's the best one you can watch.
Yeah, but I mean, we gotta wait for Loki because Loki comes out June 11th or something. So
June 22nd.
June 22nd. Okay,
that's what I read on Disney Plus itself.
Yeah, we were supposed to get Black Widow next week or this week, right? But they just kind of delayed it. So yeah,
again.
Yeah, until July. They delayed it to July. So yeah. So I guess we won't be getting any Marvel content for like a month. Basically a month.
Well, we have the making of next, and then I think we get Loki a couple weeks after.
Yeah, June 11th. So we have to wait like a few weeks for that. Yeah, you're right. And then after Loki, I think, or during Loki, they're gonna do Black Widow, and I think What If comes after, and then Shang-Chi, and then either Hawkeye or Miss Marvel. I know Hawkeye's supposed to come out at the end of the year, and then we got Spider-Man. So we're getting a lot of Marvel stuff. And Eternals. Oof, my bad. Forgot about that. They didn't release a trailer for Eternals. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, they haven't. That's actually kind of strange to be honest.
Yeah, because I was hoping for a Shang-Chi trailer, and we saw it, and I'm like, oh,
we got it. That was actually pretty like out of nowhere too. I just woke up and I saw posts everywhere. I was like Shang-Chi, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, like
I think they're waiting for an Eternals trailer because the director she just won
an Oscar. That's right.
Director, yeah. So
So that's why they're like, you're gonna win the Oscar. Then we're gonna say from Oscar winning.
Yeah, exactly. So they're probably just doing that. And I haven't watched her movie, that Nomadland, but I'll probably will.
I haven't. I didn't watch any movies.
So I'll probably just watch it.
I only watched Judas and the Black Messiah. That's about it.
Oh, so all right. So I guess this is it then. Nothing much. Otherwise, this series, in my opinion, better than WandaVision. A little bit more action, needed action. Good character moments, good character arcs. Who's your guys' favorite character in this though?
I really liked Bucky. Thought he was. This one's hard because I hate to say it. There's just so many good characters in this one, in my opinion. Because on one hand, performance-wise, I loved John Walker. It was cool seeing him bring this guy to life in such a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the other hand, I feel like they really did a good job at fleshing out Bucky's character and making him more interesting. But Zemo legit was fucking like the show stealer. So
Yeah, Zemo's the meme of the show. So
I'm gonna say, it's so hard. I'm gonna give it to Zemo because I know we're going to see more of like Bucky, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more of him. But I feel like for what Zemo did on this one, like he did great. Like he really served his purpose.
yeah.
And I'm hoping we get more of him in another show. Like maybe he comes back in the next season, or maybe he comes back in another movie. I heard there was rumors that he was going to apparently be in Black Panther 2, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Yeah, he said in an interview that they had talked to him about putting him in Black Panther 2, which he really wants to be in. But now that we don't have, Chadwick Boseman, and the plot's probably shifted a lot. I don't know if they're going to keep him, and especially with this, like that could have just been really early on stuff that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? But point is, I'm hoping that he does return, for another movie or a show. He's definitely gonna have to return, especially after the memes.
I think he might return either in Captain America 4, or I think there's a rumor that they're technically setting up the Thunderbolts because now.
Yeah, because now that the U.S. agent's officially a thing, he's part of the Thunderbolts, and now that they just got back the rights to Punisher, who's also a Thunderbolt, I'm kind of hoping that the Thunderbolts are going to start happening soon. You know what I mean?
So, yeah. Bucky, like I said, I think Bucky was the most interesting character. Every time he was on screen, he just the performance, especially that scene in Wakanda. I think that was my favorite scene.
I was so good.
Yeah, that was a good fucking scene.
Sebastian Stan
He
is honestly an
dominated it.
amazing actor.
He's really good. At first, I thought he was just kind of but after seeing him in this series, I think he's convinced me. He's pretty goddamn good.
Bucky's kind of dominated the field with this show. Like, aside from Sam, who had like a lot of character development, which is the whole point. Yeah.
I just
But
felt,
I don't know how I feel about them calling it Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because the Winter Soldier wasn't as big of a deal as they made him out to be. He was a big deal. I'm not saying he wasn't a big deal. I'm saying he's could have been a bigger deal,
Yeah.
Yep.
But in my opinion, he shouldn't be called the Winter Soldier anymore. It's gotta be White Wolf or Sergeant Barnes. It's fine. He's not the Winter Soldier or Bucky, whatever. I don't fucking care. So
Fucky.
Alrighty. So overall rating of the series, would you say?
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
I'm giving it
8.5.
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 as well. I feel like Mandalorian is more so a 9 out of 10, though sometimes I give it an 8.
I feel like
Some episodes of Mandalorian.
I feel like it could have been a movie, but I'm glad they made it a TV show.
Oh,
yeah, I feel like this one's much better as a TV show. This is the kind of stuff I was hoping I was going to get out of the Marvel like shows. Stuff that is good and important, but it's not going to like try to overstay its welcome. I like the fact that they made this one only 6 episodes too, showing that they knew the length that it had to have. It didn't have to go as
They didn't drag it
long.
out like WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision was just like, let's get as much time as we can with this shit.
Yeah, also that's true. The pacing of this show is a lot better than WandaVision. Like
Yeah, they had longer episodes, but they had fewer episodes, and they really used that time well. WandaVision, there were kind of times where I'm just like, that was rushed, or I was just bored.
yeah, and plus the
This
stupid
show, I
credit
never
scenes,
was
my
bored.
God. The credit scene
Yeah,
was
I was
so bad.
I was never bored once watching this show. I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but great show. If there's a second season, I don't know what to be talking about. It wouldn't be called Falcon and Winter Soldier anymore because now Sam's Captain America. Unless they were lying and trying to hide the fact they're making Captain America 4, which I think that might be the case.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I am excited for the future of the Captain America mantle, though. I feel like this show has kind of reinvigorated my hope that at least Captain America is going to be done right with his legacy.
Yeah. So, all right, 9 out of 10, 8.5, and then 8. Yeah, so, okay, good score. All right.
Alrighty.
So,
Well, I guess that's the end of this episode.
yeah, thank you guys for joining us in this episode. I'm hoping next week, if y'all ain't too busy, we could talk about TCAP. I really want to talk about the TCAP.
You have an
Oh, boy.
obsession, bro.
It's hilarious. TCAP,
TCAP,
bro.
you want to explain to him?
Oh, it's Chris Hansen, Thomas. With the
Chris
NBC.
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be a nice episode.
At that point, though, I have to watch so much.
You don't really have to, because
make that another episode. Make that an episode where I'm not involved because I don't want to have to like watch all that shit. Like I'm pretty sure it's good. I'm watching Better Call Saul.
I mean,
okay, man.
you don't have to like watch it. Like I could just fucking tell you. It's not that bad. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for listening in today, and I hope you guys keep listening, and we'll see when we see you. So
See you next time. Thank
See
you
ya.
for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Felicia.